ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. I'm, of course, Gregory Guy, joined here by Mr. Cuz and Mr. Casey. How you doing, fellas?
Mark?
Feeling good? We're going to be presenting to you today episode 7 of the Vancast. And being that it is Christmas Eve, as of the time of this recording, we are going to kind of review our, progress and, year from when we started to where we're at now to where we think we are going to go in the future.
All subject to change.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
All dependent on. But, I wrote down a couple of key dates. So I don't know if anything in this time frame jumps out in your mind, feel free to hop on in and speak your mind.
You're starting at the beginning?
What? Yes. Yes. This is like, time frame from where we started to where we are now. Time vision. And then, there are some other things we will talk about later. But the first major important date was August the 15th of 2021. That is when we posted our first 2 videos. We actually posted 2 videos that day.
I don't know what they were.
Test 1.
They were the test clip.
Test 1 and test 2?
Afghanistan and your first Gay Frogs rant.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you tell him the statistics?
I mean, I don't have the statistics in front of me, but, they...
Basically,
people watched them.
out of the
I don't know what
I can see from the title, Gay Frogs, then you're definitely going to get some kind of hit on that.
Right, yeah, we'll keep going down that route because I actually call myself out on this.
Right.
At some point in time. Alright, fair enough. So anyway, and that's where we started, right? That that was that first week, and we had no intentions of releasing that content.
No,
and then when
literally
we watched it, we were like, okay, maybe that's actually good. Let's see what the people think.
It's the first time I saw myself on video, and I thought I was fat, so I started losing weight.
How much weight are you down since August?
Probably like 15 or 20.
Fair enough. Okay, so we'll move on to August the 21st of 2021. We released our first videos after I had purchased the video editing software. And, obviously very rough at the beginning, trying to figure out the software and everything. But instead of just having a 25-minute video of whatever, the camera loops it to, we were able to, clip stuff down into, particular like time frame segments. So, I think that was big. And we did that after, literally after we released the first footage we released the prior week.
I have a question. Did we meet up one day? I don't remember, but did we meet up one day and then figure out that we needed a memory card in the camera and we didn't have a memory card?
That was before we even released our first video, yes.
Yeah.
So we met up like a week before that August 15th.
Right, yes. Me and you sat down, we tried to figure out how to get the camera to work and record and everything like that, and yes, apparently, yes, we needed an SD card that didn't apparently come with the camera that, was purchased, and...
You can see the boomer in us, that the way the kids call it these days, the boomer in us that couldn't figure out how to work a basic video camera, and then the neighbor had to show us that we needed a card.
That boomer's not necessarily the correct term.
By the way, shout out Tech Support, also known as Shane.
Tech Support's probably older than both of you, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. But he said he records himself.
Feel dumb, but
I don't know. I didn't know anything about cameras and
I didn't either. So, like I said, this was a whole entire new endeavor to all of us.
Right.
Okay. Also, that particular week, we instituted a bit of a format change too. Instead of just talking about like one topic, we kind of like we're going to bring each a topic, of discussion and everything. And we also recorded our first headlines of the world that particular week. Yeah. So, moving on from there, August 31st, 2021, we released our first video with a thumbnail. Shout out, Cindy. And also shout out to her son, Anthony, who was recently in an automobile accident. I hope you're doing all right. So, we got thumbnail. We got thumbnails coming in now. Obviously, we'll get into more of that here later. So, moving on. I hate saying this day, but September the 11th of 2021, there was a video released, and I would like to know if any one of you can guess which video that was, but it incorporates into our particular name as we are today.
Oh, it's how Dynamite turned into Viagra.
That is correct. 100%.
That
That
is
is...
dumpster fire.
Yeah, and
It was pretty bad.
Yep, and also that was also, I believe, the week that you started making the thumbnails too. Yeah, because remember, I was like dumpster fire thumbnail.
That was the first week I tried to lead a podcast, and it was very horrible.
No,
it did not go well.
You just lived that 1 second, but
Yeah.
we'll get into that later on. Anyway,
Don't stroke your own ego over there, Ken. You only let.
I led that section of it.
that
and
segment,
didn't go
yes. No, I mean, it got the point home, but at the same point in time, think about this.
There was a lot of pauses and thinking.
We
and
would
ums
have-
and ahs.
Right, true. We wouldn't have our, what we are known as today if it wasn't for that segment. So, you might see a little bit of underlying narrative here going forward. But that is the day where, basically, I believe, Banghead Productions was formed. The concept, not necessarily the concept, but just the idea for the name.
Well, I know who came up with the name. I remember Ken saying it.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
100%.
I'm glad you guys remember because I don't.
Well, it was Banghead.
Right.
We were going, back and forth between Banghead Studios and Banghead Productions.
Right.
So,
I don't think it really matters one way or the other.
yeah,
You came up with the initial, actual brand name.
basic thing. Now, granted, we did go back and forth on, concept art and everything, but we'll get into that here in a little bit.
I remember writing down names, constantly in the book. Oh, this is a good idea. And I don't remember any of them, really, at this point, because Banghead's they're stuck in my head
Right,
now.
right, yes.
Honestly, I'm still in the thinking of, I don't even know why we have, a Banghead Productions or Studios behind the name. I think it should just be called Banghead, and then that's it.
Because we do history, financial.
There's separations to be made there.
Productions is basically...
It's going to have to get cut out, but yeah.
No, I think
Anyway.
you're going to edit it out. So.
Yeah, alright, yeah, fair enough. Moving on, on September the 19th of 2021, we released our first NFL Picks video.
Only 4 people watch it.
Three of which are Ken.
What's that?
I said 3 of which were Ken.
Shout out Don for watching the NFL Picks on
Yeah,
continuous ever since.
Fuck you, Don.
Yeah. Alright, and that was also week 2 of the NFL season, so we were a week late. Yeah. With, tossing around ideas. We're still trying to figure stuff. This is still very early in our development and everything.